So, blessings and morning. Dr. Clark, Dr. Nigel Clark, Finance Minister of Jamaica. I just listened to a conversation with a host of an internet radio. And I have to ask, I feel sorry for you. And I have to ask, why? Why did you make or take that call? Why did you call back? Who advises you? How can you see a winning? How can you see a positive for you from this call? You guys spoke about theme kind on your side of the parliament and the other side of the parliament. Parties, including theme side, theme kind with few people them to and all kind of things. Who gonna win the next? He threw so many things at you. Why would you have such a conversation? You sound pathetic.
What's up, my beautiful people? How are you guys doing? Me hope each and every one of you are doing great. You understand? You don't know the struggle is real, but watch it now. You don't know the love should be real. Like, united we stand, divided we drop. So now, my beautiful people, about 2 days ago, I streamed part 1 and part 2 of this conversation. You understand? Between OBS Boss. I don't know why I always say OBS. Between OBC Boss, OBC is the radio station, the Boss, and also Dr. Clark. And part 3 of this interview didn't release as yet. However, it has been released from yesterday. And the crapper tells them as a rapper, we not hear your stream part 3 of the interview because I want to finish hear the interview. Even though some people are saying, rapper, leave politics alone, don't get involved in politics. But me, I said, this is not just politics. This is about the hardworking taxpayer, them in Jamaica, you understand? And the platform is a platform where me give voice to others. So I have to put it out there. I can't have them information here and sit down on it. You understand? And also, people was speculating, I was wondering if it was really, you understand, the financial minister and the live as well too. Some say no, him a fake, some say a real. But anyway, you go do. I go stream part 3. After we stream part 3, then I go have a talk with OBC Boss. You understand? Right there. So any people who don't know further delay, please like and share the live. And I'll kick it off. See, I'm even now wait till no bag of people come in. Them can catch it or watch the fullness on the playback. You understand? Right there.
So we had actually was to disrupt programming just now because things went left. Or was it right?
And the OBC boss name Dr. Jermaine Garden as well.
Whichever way it went, it wasn't for the ears of the public. But just let's quick synopsis of what went on. During the conversation of speaking with the Finance Minister, Dr. Nigel Clark, and as you hear, he was being drilled. If you notice, he went silent in the conversation because I could hear in the background where somebody else is doing some research and he's talking to someone else while I'm speaking to him. Now, the question that he asked was an indirect question, as if pretending to know me, as if so long story short, I end up I cursed him out and I told him some colorful Jamaican words and told him to get off the phone. So after that took place, this is what transpired.
Dr. Clark, why are you calling up my phone? You have crossed the line, Dr. Clark, and you think I'm stupid. Okay, I will put it out to the public and make the public be a judge. I'm here speaking. No, I put out an article, and you call me, tell me that the article is liable. And I'm explaining to you where it's factual and so on and so forth. We're going. Now you gone and you clicking, and you doing your investigation, you summarize. You're asking, oh, are you the doctor? You're a pastor? You're at Universal Life Church? Can you go on video call and call? Who you think you're talking to, Dr. Nigel Clark? These things, you are a corrupted man. I know, as I said, I'm Jamaican. You know, the ghetto, my born and grow. Me elevate myself and move out of the country. And I'm going to put this out for the public to know. Everything that you've been talking about has been recorded. Let me just let you know that. And it will be out. You're rude and it just proves how nasty and corrupt. Why the hell you need to see me on a video call? Why the hell is it important to know if I have a church? So you can send out your goal. I know who you is. I know who Dr. Horace Chang is. I know who Andrew Holness is. Ask Patrick Bailey, who is Dr. Jermaine Gordon. I'm a very close friend of Patrick Bailey. And I will put in out the article, this recording. So don't think I'm scared. So send your goons. You're rude.
Sure.
Have yourself a good night, sir.
No, sure. Sir. Sir?
I'm here.
Sir. Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello? Oh no, sir. You seem to be convinced of a particular point of view. I was simply having a conversation with you.
As I said, I know what politics give.
No, alright, sir.
I know what
my
politics
style
give.
to-
I know the corruption.
Okay, sir.
I know that I am an open. Let me tell you who is Dr. Jermaine Gordon, an open gay person. Yes, who know all of your secret, who know every single one of you, who mingle on that side of the fence and hypocritical in the party. I will blow you out. Go ask Patrick Bailey who you're speaking with. Go and ask Patrick Bailey who you're speaking with. Go and ask Cliff Hughes who you're speaking with. I've been to the up in Cliff Hughes' house with the big parties on the New Year's Eve and see everybody who is there at the gay party them. Only just a set of hypocrite and corruption. Not that I'm leading to say, I'm all for saying Jamaica have its right to stand and say no homosexual law is okay with it. But I'm just showing you the extent of the corruption that I know. Because you're interested to know who you're speaking with.
Right, sir. Okay. All right, sir. I really apologize for angering you. I'm just doing my job of interfacing with people who are upset and trying to explain things.
No, we're not upset.
Sorry.
You got me upset when you asked me to go on video call. When you try to investigate who I am.
I'm being, no, sir, I'm just being myself, and so yeah, that is a misunderstanding. I don't mean you any harm. I don't have the capacity to do anything like what you're fearing. I'm sorry for your experiences, sir.
I mean, if I was in Jamaica, but I know you're not long enough in America.
Yeah, please, sir. I understand that you've had a number of experiences that are very, very negative. You've seen things and heard things, and you've probably been, I can't imagine, and I understand that you are justifiably upset and angry. And I don't mean.
No, we were having a conversation. We were having a conversation trying to understand your prospect of going behind. No, you indirectly threatened me. You indirectly threatened me, and everybody knew when you asked me.
I did not. No.
Dr. Clark.
Dr. Jermaine, when you explain to me your history, I completely understand your trepidation when I asked you that question. Okay? I completely understand. But I wouldn't have known of that, sir. I was having a conversation with you, and I'm trying to...
I'm having a conversation. Okay, I'm having a conversation with the Minister of Finance. What is the important? Remember, hold on. Dr. Clark.
Huh?
Dr. Clark.
Yeah.
I'm having a conversation with the Minister of Finance of Jamaica, yes? And
Yes, sir.
you called me, and the first thing you called me about saying that I put up something that's liable. Okay, we move on and we're explaining and we're talking. We're having a dialogue. At no time at all you disrespect me or I disrespect you. However, there was a time when you went on to ask, you start doing your investigation, indirectly investigation. Are you a doctor from
No,
are you the pastor? Oh no, not that. You not that person. Are you? Can you do a video call? Why is the importance for the Minister of Finance to see me on video call?
All that I was doing, Dr. Gordon, all that I was doing is that I'm having a difficulty making progress in the conversation. And sometimes you know, when you have all your conversations, it's like that. And I will just say, all right, maybe if we spoke face to face, I could show you stuff. I could bring something up on a screen, take you through public, obviously, things that are in the public domain, and so forth. I was just taking.
Yeah, but although, as you said, if it's in the public domain,
conversation to another level.
If it's in the public,
but I'm just taking the conversation to another level. Don't.
If
I am sorry that I clearly, you know, catalyze and tripped on a live wire there, and I apologize for it.
Of course you're gonna apologize, because you wanted to know who I am, and I'm telling you who I am. I'm not somebody hiding.
No, so I understand. Yes, Dr. Gunn, I understand. Well, when you tell me what you just told me, I totally get where you're coming from, and a deep place of distrust and cynicism. You have seen, as you describe it, people who are hypocritical, who say one thing and do another. You've seen a lot, and I understand your perspective, and I respect that perspective, sir. I've been respectful to you throughout the whole conversation, and I did not mean to. I wouldn't have known of that background, and I wouldn't have known of how, the kind of distrust that you come to the conversation with.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You're Jamaican. You have a prime minister.
Yes,
you have a prime minister who run the country with bad man things. Stop it, man.
How does somebody who is trying to be...
You wasn't trying to, don't try pretty it up, Dr. Clark. You wasn't trying to be nothing. You were just trying to identify who you're speaking with. And you went into your little political ways of trying to ask indirect questions to figure out who I am. And when I wouldn't go there with you, you invited me to do a video call.
Yes, sir.
You could have been a man about it. You could have been a man about it and say, let me see your face. You have so much talk. Let me see who is it I'm talking to.
But sir, don't attach too much to that, sir. I'm not trying to do it. Look, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my honest to God best as a public servant. And if you think my overture to you is with any ill will, that was unfortunate. But if you're convinced there's nothing,
you should wait. If you mean any good to the citizen of Jamaica, you go and withdraw that statement. It's wrong and it's evil.
Yes,
on top of the people. And the people of Jamaica, if you all think that you're going to get in power back with all that you have been doing, you all think Jamaican people are stupid.
What I want you to know, sir, what I want you to know is that our motivation is to get to the bottom of this matter and for the responsible persons to be brought to account. And I may not be able to convince you of that today, but hopefully the investigation will be successful, and you'll see what the intent of the government is, just to get to the bottom of it so that the perpetrators can be brought before the courts.
You all know the perpetrator.
And
you all know the perpetrator.
No, sir, you need evidence that can stand up in a court of law.
You are the Minister of Finance. You know why there's no evidence? Yeah. Because you all cover it up. You know why you couldn't tell me when Andrew Holness come out of power? Because you know exactly Andrew Holness came out of power. Instantaneously, not power, came out of the, SSL just in time when Usain Bolt money start missing. Come on, man.
Sir,
and all of that don't...
Exactly,
that's what I'm saying. It's in the public domain, and that's what we are speaking of. Public domain, but even though it's in the public domain,
in the public domain, the lady, what has been said in the public domain is that...
Don't say the lady, you know her personally. Don't say the lady, you know her personally. It's a friend of yours. Jean Panton is her name.
That's not correct, sir.
Jean, don't say the lady.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Y'all been partying with her, functions, big functions. Don't say the lady. No. Somebody you know personally. Come on,
okay.
Dr. Clark.
Dr. Clark. Sir. So, Dr. Clark, we're not getting anywhere in this conversation. You're holding on to your...
Get somewhere, and I see you go and recant that statement. publicly. Yes, after hearing the outcry, you can admit, yeah, even when it's a cassage. Come on, man, we know what's going on, but show a little sympathy to the people of Jamaica, man. Have a heart, man.
Yeah, I hear you, sir. I hear you loud and clear, sir. I've spoken to you and listened to you, and I've listened to you.
This is the cry,
yes, sir.
Because I have we say second chances. Our slogan says second chances for the forgotten voices.
Yes.
So we are giving the voice to the voiceless. And I'm crying on behalf of the people. This is the cry. This is what I've been hearing. And I'm telling you, if you're really power sweet, that money, all that, come on, my God, wanna just get a 300% increase. Why y'all don't pay back the...
Yes, sir,
okay, hold on. You get an increase. Why y'all don't let them wait and pay back them then time?
All right, sir.
Come on, man. Fixing trade and boxing business.
Yeah.
Do something for the people.
I hear you, sir.
Dr. Clark. If you want to remain in power.
I hope you appreciate. I hope you appreciate at least silently, even if you want to give me, you want to be as whatever.
Oh, no, I
hope you at least appreciate that.
Take your time, because I know you're a busy man. I appreciate you take your time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and it's this. The perspective that you have is very important perspective for me to hear. You're obviously somebody who has been through a lot, seen a lot, and I have spoken. I've spoken to others before as well who have seen act out on social media, and very, very. I've experienced very similar things. People who have been like really, really hurt by an injustice in the past. Yeah, something that was a genuine injustice perpetrated against them, and it metastasizes over time, and they become extraordinarily bitter, and direct that bitterness in ways in which they.
You have a sense to what you're saying, but I think you want to say where it put that bitter to where it's not directed, because it wouldn't say much. You have a sense to when you say that, but it wouldn't not say.
Yeah, I've seen it. That's why I immediately recognize it. But how much people you think will call you back after you went down a while ago? I mean, I have a sense. I talk to a lot of people. I don't just talk to people who support and people who are, praising. I talk to people who are cussing as well. It's part of my job. And because I represent everybody, even though you're not in Jamaica right now, I represent everybody in all perspectives. And it's important for me, even though I disagree, these are people are sometimes misguided and accepting things that are neither not true. It's important for me to hear all these perspectives,
Are you a member of parliament?
Hmm?
Are you a member of parliament?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, as I said, power is sweet, and you need to do something for you and your constituents. Let the people, let me talk where you understand, let the people say, okay, Dr. Nigel Clark have a heart, because right now people looking at you saying I have none. Because guess what? It looking like highly like the People's National Party gonna be in power. Now, if the People's National Party be in power, you want to make sure you remain as a member of parliament for your constituency. So do something, because everybody crying. Do something for the people. Show them say you have something different within you. You can stand out, because power is sweet.
Because power is what?
Power is sweet.
Sweet, right, okay. Yes, sir. That is what that's what I am trying to do. I have a lot of programs in place and so forth. And it's a challenging job. It's a challenging job, a challenging time.
Yes, but you have to step out. You have to step out.
But I will. I am definitely going to be doing that, sir.
Election. Y'all may hide from the local government. It goes to shows, because watch, it's the first in the history where a local government election has not called. And you all know why you don't call the local government election. Because you know you're the last. But it coming to a time, time is winding down. Step out. Your people who support you because you went landslide, green right across the board.
Yes, sir. I know that you know, and as I said, that's talking to people. You know, my fundamental belief is you can benefit from talking to everybody, even people who are, you know, other people would say you're mad to talk to, you know. So that's the perspective I bring to these things. But you make very solid points about, you know,
I hope you take it into good
and
consideration and make action on it. Not just consideration. I hope you take those points into good consideration and make actions. Use the consideration into actions, because time is winding down and people are upset. People are hungry.
Yes, sir. Let me ask you something. Yes, I agree. I understand that. And I want to, I have benefited from this conversation, even though I, you know, disagree, and I'm quite upset at how you are characterizing things which, you know, are just not true. But I understand, and I don't want to take a process of time for me to be able to convince you. And so I will keep your number, and we can talk again. And you know, I totally get behind that frustration.
Because I will be definitely reaching out to you, because I would like to know the next time reaching out to you is to thank you and doing something on behalf of the people.
Yes, sir. You can count on me to do something on the people. That's what I've been trying to do.
There is 206 countries around the world. However, they only said technically is 195. However, we count the 206 because we have 59 out of the 206 tuning into our radio station. The ending of this month is 2 years since we start. We have a wide population listeners in Jamaica. As I said, 50.
So maybe you could interview me one day. Maybe I could come and interview.
And that's why I'm saying I would really hope the next time when we talk.
But we have to have a. But we have. You know, I'd come on your program one day if you invite me, but I'm trying to say that I can't convince you of it, and tonight is not a night to convince you. It will take time. But not everything, things are not, I know how it comes across, and I can't, it pains me, it hurts me deeply to hear how genuinely convinced you are of what you're saying. I can't tell you. It pains me so deeply. And that is what is exercising my mind about how can there be this, I'm not saying things are perfect, the things are not perfect, but how can there be this tremendous disconnect? And that is what I need to wrap my head around.
In all fairness, Dr. Clark,
we'll keep an open line. We'll keep an open line.
In all fairness, I must say, you sound, I don't know if it's acting, but you sound very genuine, you sound sincere in the tone of your voice where you just speak just now.
That's the only reason why I wanted you to see me. I tried to really focusing on you. I want you to see me for who I am and the sincerity. That's why I suggested the video thing. That, you know, what I'm trying to say, that you're presenting a point of view, sir, that it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart because I believe that you believe what you're saying. It just breaks my heart. And I want to find a way to reach you, because I can reach you. I can reach other people.
Though. And you all, it's
not all of it. No, sir. No. If you can be, if we all have to have some humility. I'm demonstrating a lot of humility in having it, listening to you, okay, and hearing the barrage of, insults and so on. It takes humility to do that. I'm asking you to display some humility as well and recognize that there are some things that you may not understand, and there are some things that are in the public domain that are not true. And I'm prepared to invest the time to take you through and prove to you, you stop in the public domain, reason with you, and show you, and admit where things have gone wrong. I'm willing to do that as well. Right? But it's important that that opportunity exists to, and I hear it in your voice, how convinced you are of what you believe, and as I said, as a public servant, I was, who, like many other public servants, have, I mean, I don't even understand what it's like non-stop activity, non-stop. I have worked from Friday to Monday, non-stop.
You're a finance minister of the Jamaica Labour Party, and your party in power, Mr. Dr. Clark. You believe that the country is going in the right direction?
Yes, sir. And I can give you reasons why. It may not be tonight because we probably have
that's going to be a long, right?
But absolutely, sir.
I will definitely.
Yes, a longer conversation.
That's going to be.
We can talk about that.
I would have to know what's the. Maybe because we're not seeing. I don't know. Because as I said.
Look, okay. Can I explain something to you, Jermaine? Dr. Dunn. We're living, democracies around the world have not yet adjusted to the growth and prevalence of, the Twitter of social media, which is now a huge part of life. Right? Twitter, Facebook, what all of them are called, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and the whole list of them. Okay? In those media, there's no invigilation, and there's no barometer of truth. Just anything goes. People say anything they want. So in that environment, it's very easy for things that are not true to gain foothold to the point that people believe them. Right? And
let me ask you something, Doctor.
Democracies around the world. I'm not saying that everything's perfect, Dr. God. I'm not saying that. But there are a lot of things that you may hold to be true.
Let me ask you something. This is something that is true and factual, and something that's coming around, because we had a whistleblower who came to us and blew the whistle from the TSA agent about mass mandate coming back down again. I remember back in the...
No, sir. None of that is... there's no mass mandate coming back.
Okay. Well, maybe you don't know about it yet, Dr. Clark. But I'm telling you that a whistleblower from the TSA agent, right now, we're in the month of September. By September 15, all flight attendants and TSA...
Right, I call you September 16th.
Okay.
Can we see?
And we see about
that.
All of those gonna put in for flight attendants, and by October, it's coming back out. Not only that, I want to ask you, if stuff like that come back out, are you gonna be forcing the citizens of Jamaica to do stuff like that?
Sir, I am not aware of any plans to bring any mass mandate back.
Okay. And when it comes out, will you be in cahoots for the citizens to go in?
No, sir, there's no plan to make a mass mandate back, and we can talk on the 16th. You call me, right, and to show that there's no mass mandate in place.
Okay, not for everybody yet.
I'm telling you this.
By December.
There's a lot of manipulation of information to try. I mean, it's horrible what is happening. Horrible. That's why our conversation is so important.
But haven't you realized, Dr. Clark, that all the horrible things that have come out where people say it was conspiracy, is what comes out to be truth? Haven't you seen those things for yourself?
No, not all the time. We've had some really bad things happen. Look
at how I've seen the Minister of Health in a community telling people get the vaccine if they want water. And right now there's evidence, data, factual that people were tricked. Yes, it was higher power than you guys that's running the country. But if and when something like that comes out, are you going to be standing with it for forcing it back on the people?
Sir, I always stand with the people, sir. And
Well,
we
I
can
know because
continue a dialogue.
because you were caught while
We can
everybody
continue a
was locked down.
dialogue over time.
Wait there.
Huh?
When everybody was locked down,
What?
you were caught partying when everybody was locked down back in the COVID time.
No, that was the end of COVID time, sir.
No,
Within days of that event on
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that into a disrespectful form. I'm saying that to in agreement when you say you're always for the people, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The people's interest is what is my interest. And over time, we keep talking and you'll see that. And you'll see, the kind of man who can start a conversation with how you started the conversation and get deep and is willing to maintain a relationship over time. You'll see the person that I am. Okay?
Well, I'm open.
Yeah. All right. So
and as I said, this is all about for better of Jamaica.
Yes, sir. That's what I am for.
All right, then. So have a good night.
All right, sir. Have a good night. Good talking to you, sir.
Yes, my beautiful people. Jaja, you understand? That was the financial minister and Dr. German Clark. So right about now, my beautiful
Was
people,
said that I am not really. Well, I will save it for the next interview. So you can leave your comments, share and like, and let me know what you think. And it's time it's time for us to start to take actions and stand up in unity and let these member of parliament and senators, politicians that we elected, that we are their boss, and it's no longer where we as boss will allow our workers to treat us this way. OBC Radio, second chances for the forgotten voices. You can download the app in your Google Play Store or your Apple App Store, or ask Alexa to play OBC Radio. Stream us on the World Wide Web, obcradio.com.
So yes, now my beautiful people, I just post the link for Dr. German Garden to call in. You understand? Because most of you guys are saying, boy, it seems like this person is not really the finance minister. You understand? It's a fake person. So I want Mr. German Garden to call in and we ask him a few questions. He may say pertaining to the interview as well. And the whole 9 yard. I'm show him, can I just post the link so.
Yeah, you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am, I hear you.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dr. German Garden. What's popping? Yes, my beautiful people, this is Dr. German Garden. You understand? The owner of OBC Radio. He was the one who did the interview with the finance minister. So may I say, there, just a minute, yes, let me fix it at the right here. There has been a lot of speculation around this interview. Most people are saying, well, not most, but a lot of people are saying this interview isn't real, it's not authentic, it's fake. What do you have to say about that?
Well, if the interview is fake, why is it the Minister of Finance or Andrew Holness have yet to said anything about it? Now, I've seen a lot of people asking, well, first of all, good afternoon, and thanks for having the rapper. Listeners, good afternoon.
Thanks for joining us.
A lot of people have been asking what was the reason for this call. And that's an important question. But let me see if can I share my screen? I wanted to show people what
what transpired the calling, because an article was written. Okay, wrong screen. Yes. An article was written, and are you seeing the screen?
No.
Okay, hold. Okay, you seeing the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So this article was written after I heard the cry of Jamaican citizens over of what's going on with the Jamaica Labour Party and how the country is going. Now, Dr. Nigel Clark make an announcement that he's asking the citizens to pay SSL workers $15 million. It was an outcry on social media. A lot of people start talk about it. And our slogan says second chances for the forgotten voices. So we are the voice of the people, and I, being of a close person with them, I found it really a slap in the face, because it's no longer where they're hiding and doing these things. They're outright taking people for a fool. So I wrote this article, and this article is a notice sarcasm alert. The article states Jamaican government stole Usain Bolt money and demands taxpayers to pay it back. And that the title, Nigel Clark, the mastermind behind the Jamaicans' reverse Robin Hood scheme, sarcasm alert. Now, that article was written, and and I tag Dr. Nigel Clark and Andrew Olness in the article when it was published. So this was the reason why Dr. Nigel Clark called me to let me know, if you remember, for those who have listened, the first thing where rapper put out, he called talking about, "Hi, who am I speaking with? This is Nigel Clark, and who can I talk to about OBC Radio?" And when I immediately when I asked who it was, and he identified himself, I'm like, okay, good. So I continue referring to him as Dr. Nigel Clark, and he's telling me that the article is libelous, and it need to be taken down, and a lot of legal entity can come into get involved, but he's making this courtesy to call me and tell me to get it down.
Yes.
So I instantly now start asking him the question that you hear in the interview, the previous conversation. He had asked if, like, I think within 20-35 minutes of the conversation, he asked if the conversation was being recorded. Politicians can lie, and they have been lying to people. So I know the Lord would not send me to tell him that the call is not being recorded. No, not only that, Dr. Nigel Clark chose to call the radio station number. Anybody can take up the radio station number and call it. When the line pick up, it sings and it tells you that the call is being recorded. Dr. Nigel Clark called the radio station number. However, I pick it up on my mobile phone. So when I said to him, oh yes, it wasn't being recorded, it was being recorded on the motherboard, and he should have knowledge of it because it's stated in the first of the call. But he was so eager, big and bold to come and call me into trying to threaten me in a way with his education, and it's libelous, and legal entity can get involved. And so I asked him if it's not public knowledge, and that's where the interview went. However, in the conversation, what you guys don't heard, while we were having the conversation and I'm asking him about, I'm asking him, drilling him with the questions, issues at hand, what matter? Why is it that the taxpayers need to pay back the money, pay the workers? And he's going around the bush. And the fact that he said that the call, he said, we told him that the call wasn't being recorded and know that he would start saying things that he's not supposed to be saying. One of the things that to realize, he told the public that it's $15 million. However, if you listen to the recording, he's told me that it's $9 million. Where's the other $5 million going towards campaign? Not only that, I've asked him outright if SSL was that when I said to him, what is it? And for those who people, let me just make this clear. For those who people are asking if it was Nigel Clark. Yes, it was Nigel Clark. I understand. I can understand from a point of view where people would wonder, how is it a man like Nigel Clark, Dr. Nigel Clark, the finance minister, the man that next to Andrew Holness, the man that running the $1 trillion budget, get caught up and drilled by somebody who y'all don't even know? That is really questionable, and I understand that. But let me answer that question. It's because all the media house and the journalists in Jamaica is in Andrew Holness' pocket. No one want to ask question that matters to the people. If journalists was holding these politicians accountable, they would have continue to be corrupt, because politicians are always corrupt. But they would have continued hiding being corrupt. It wouldn't be out in the public where it's badmanism. If somebody talk about Andrew Holness knows, the next morning that person is located, few moments later, public apologies demand. So why when criminal activity and so happen, these things don't happen? Because corruption in the government from the top. And these things that I'm talking, I don't have to speak and said allegedly. And I love how I'm speaking and you keep quiet, rapper, because nobody gonna say it's rapper saying. He's listening and giving the voice so people can understand of what's been going on. These things are talking about aren't allegations. The younger Jermaine Gordon, who they know as Orlando, because I know that a meeting kept Sunday and Nigel was drilled why what happened, and Patrick was called and nobody could identify who is Orlando, who is Dr. Jermaine Gordon, because you all know me as Orlando. Orlando with the anaconda wanna love. Saturday coming, I'm having before I even got here, while we're in the conversation now, and I'm talking to Dr. Nigel Clark, and I'm asking him the questions.
Yeah.
He went silent, and I hear clicking, typewriters, and somebody else, a gentleman in the background. So I heard he starts saying like, oh, Dr. Gordon, it's you. Wait, no, it's not you. By the way, you're a pastor? And in my mind now, I'm saying to myself, where is going to this? And then he like, oh, no, it's not you. Not you, man. Dr. Jermaine Gordon. You with ULSC? Now, when I heard he said that, I know in myself that he's checking me up, doing research, because that's where I get my PhD degree from. So I went vulgar on him in my Jamaican tongues, and I tell him to go S out him and what a BC him think, and I come out of the speaker spokey and let him know I was born in the ghetto, and like what you feel like you can't send your goons come for me. You want to know you want to know who is Dr. Jermaine Gordon? Let me tell you who is Dr. Jermaine Gordon. And then I went in and tell him, and I said, come off from a bumbleclad phone. Excuse my language.
At that point, some people wouldn't say that he didn't make a threat to you, so you was being extra there.
It's not a matter of being extra, because when he's on the phone, he also invite me to a video call.
Yes, we heard that as well.
He also invite me to a video call. So now you have to understand, It's not people telling me who these guys are. I've been around them, partying with them at Cliff Hughes' house, at Patrick Bailey's house. Patrick Bailey born the 10th of July. I was born the 9th of July. Every year, Patrick keep his birthday on my birthday, starting the 9th of July and the 9th. And I know every member of parliament, from the big seat, come up senator, every lawyers, every doctors that's there. And I know which male go-go dancer with the big anaconda with them touch and them a jolly lolly with them out and the party with. Listen to me, man. These are not allegedly allegation. I dare one of them to check me. So I know who these people are. Patrick Bailey have a man that get killed in his house. And he was sleeping and heard nothing of it. And he's yet to be arrested and charged for it. So now I have Nigel Clark calling me, Dr. Nigel Clark calling the phone and telling me something libelous and what can happen and in his ways, and trying secretly in his political ways to identify who he was speaking with. So I let them know who he was speaking with. And when I let him know, when he become aware of who he was speaking with, you notice he put on his necktie and when he hear and yes, because he now know that he's speaking with somebody that know a lot of information about them and you could hear it. Nobody don't stop the foolishness and think, oh no, that was Dr. Nigel Clark. And people stop call me and ask me, oh, to give me Dr. Nigel Clark number. I'm not stupid, like, what is this? He called the radio station and it's him, and I'm quite sure they hear it. Why they haven't come and say it's a lie? No, if they do come and say a lie, then I would have to prove, and I don't think they would come and say a lie. Right now, they worry wondering who Dr. Jermaine Garden was, but I explained to them on what his name platform. It's Orlando they know him by. So I know the corruption and what they give. So the fact that when he asks me to come on a video call and he's not directly asking me these questions, he's speaking like hinting out and while he's doing his research. That was his most important thing when I'm asking him about the citizens of Jamaica. So of course it was nothing but it wasn't a friendly invite. It was corruption and I know who I'm speaking with. I know who they are. So it was threatened and I know. And if I didn't put it out for the public to know, then I would have to sit down and worry and watch. And no, it have to go out for the public know. And it's too long and they sit down hypocrite. And I'm not campaigning. Let me just let it be said. I am not campaigning for the LGBTQ community. I am totally okay and support the Jamaican government with the law against homosexual in the country. I mean, I know there's a lot of them there who don't like it. They can do like what I do and get out. But I don't believe every country should be forced to legalize certain things when it comes to that. They have a choice and choose, and it depends on the citizen of the country. However, you have these governments and leaders that we worship are doing nothing but worshiping other people, anaconda and foot bottom. When you have big feet, and these are how they party. And then the top one them's now in the community, they are invited at these functions, and they get the little youngsters them to come up at their function once them have a big anaconda.
So, about them people who are saying you are not really doing this for the Jamaican public or the Jamaican people. You are doing this for your own business promotion to get your radio station to a wider audience and a wider platform. That's why you are doing these things. It's for your own benefit, but not for the Jamaican public. What do you have to say about that as well?
Okay. I call a spade a spade. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm into marketing. I have a business.
Yes.
My first aim when I put out these, because I've been writing in articles. Nobody, y'all know, I've been posting them, putting out. I've over 30,000 people on Instagram, and I've been putting them out, the articles. We've been having people managing the page and putting out the articles and stuff, so on and so forth, showing the link and so forth. That's why Nigel Clark have reached it. we already have 59 countries, and we can show the numbers. Before this comes out, we have 59 countries out of 206 countries around the world tuning into OBC radio. That's 28%, over 28% of the world population that's listening to OBC radio. Now, is there anything in it for me to say, marketing standpoint? I would be a liar. Of course, I see beneficial from it, because just like everybody else, like yourself, rapper crapper, you pick it up because you know viewers gonna come. Everybody else that pick it up and run it, people love jump and say, oh, for views and this, when everybody doing the same thing for views. I have a business and it's marketing. However, I didn't put out this article for views because it came out, the article came out and he calling, and when the call came out, I didn't immediately run and put it out. It took days before it come out because it was on the anniversary of them celebrating 3 years being in power. That's when they call in, and it didn't come. I didn't put it out until the day when I call you and give it to put more. Well, I put it out before and then call you and give it put little expose on it. So is it that the main focus was for views and stuff? No, but it was for what the people, because from a little I always take up people business on my head. People in a vineyard town, know me from McGregor Gully. Swebe, Andrew Swebe, Maxine Henry, Easton Douglas dead and gone, God rest his soul. All of them will know me. A village lawyer, them call me in the community. So I've always speaking out on issues that matter. When Mountain View and when I hear about Mountain View, Jarrett Lane, McGregor Gully, Burger Gully Awar, and nobody can go through Mountain View Airport Road, lock off, close off. Why them have to build the road up in a Beverly Hills to go out that way? When meeting time, peace meeting in the community, they come to me and ask for speak on the community behalf. So it's from longer time, I have that in me taking up people business and like want to investigate and talk. So that was just something where naturally instilled. So it was me taking up people business. It has nothing to do with view when I write this article.
All right, then. So basically, you just start something. So can we look forward to see you basically champion until this SSL thing start out?
I don't start nothing and don't finish it. And the fact that I'm going so hard with it, and I realize people has been waiting for somebody to really let things out, and people looking for a change. And to honestly to God, that's what I'm looking at. The way the country going. And to be honest, one at a time, I'm going to continue. And trust me, get ready for an awakening. And I dare, when I speak, I'm no term for speak, allegedly. In fact, this Saturday coming on OBC Radio, 2 p.m. Jamaican time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anywhere else in the world, you check the time. We're going to be exposed. We're going to be talking about Patrick Bailey. Because a man died in Patrick. A man was murdered. Multiple stab wounds and a gunshot wound in Patrick Bailey's house. Patrick Bailey's word is that he was sleeping. I am here to let people know that's garbage. That's BS. I know Patrick is not a sound sleeper. If you ask me how I know, I've slept in Patrick Bailey's bed. I've been to Patrick Bailey's house. I know that not even the gardener can let in somebody through the gate. The gardener can feed the dogs and talk up here with them and stuff, but he can never let somebody in. Patrick have to open that electric gate to let them in. And when I'm talking about dogs, I'm talking about, I don't know about now because I'm talking 15, 14, over 17 years back, because I'm here 15 years now. And maybe 2 years before I left Jamaica, I haven't been around them. And I know that Patrick have 4 huge Rottweiler. When you look at them, you see when they stand up, they just, and them muscle up on the head, big on the tongue, ready to eat. Now you imagine those dogs smelling blood from multiple stab wounds. Imagine the sound that was making, barking. Imagine the crying out for murder and help when each stab wound inflict in that gentleman's body. When the gunshot wound went off, and you're gonna tell me that you were sleeping, you have no knowledge, and he's not been arrested and charged? Why? Because he's the Prime Minister, close ally and buddy. The DPP, Paula Lowen, I'm calling out Saturday, I'm putting out proof and evidence. And I know where the gun that shoot the guy, which constituency it come from. So Patrick Bailey daughter, and when I said daughter, I'm just being sarcastic, I'm talking a man. Be prepared because you know who I'm talking. Saturday, I'm calling your name. So be prepared because it's your constituency. The gun that killed the gardener in a Patrick Bailey house came from. So I want to ask, which one of your little bad man there do go to your bottom? Because that's all on the going to the community and pick out the little young one them will have an anaconda and invite them out. And parents, be careful when you see when the teenage boys go out with a little shatter. We want to see a shatter. And then come out of the community and go up on the ends and come back and them, you know, about no robbery or nothing. That shatter friend are the one them will bring them to people like Patrick Bailey and Cliff Hughes and them say, oh, yo, rapper, come in, we'll go up on the ends, you know. We're going to make a money. We're not thieving thing, we're going to drink some rich man virgin. Go drink and smoke some weed. Now you come up and you sit down and you come sit and smoke some weed as like a youngster. You go in and you see big mansion, things where you never see before. And me just walk up. I collect my money and I just walk up. I so come and left it in there. And him find him ways now for deal whatever ways to do. And me act like me don't know and you go on like you know and tell me and it's a secret and we know and it. Yeah, these are the games that play for the people that want to put for elect.
Judge Star. I was just saying that interview that podcast is gonna be on Saturday.
Saturday on OBC Radio. The app is available in the App Store and the Play Store. You can download OBC Radio on your phone, or you can ask Alexa to play OBC Radio. For those of you who are who have a phone and it's full and have no space, just contact me on our social media platform. We'll give you a link, or check our social media platform. You see the link on how you can listen live. Yes, but that's where it's gonna be. After then, we'll put it out on the YouTube.
And two more things, because Dr. Clark recently get elected to finance minister. You understand? The SSL thing are going for a time. But yet you was grilling him and I said basically him know about it. Even one time him show say boy, him just basically get elected. So how would he know about that? If he's just get elected and he wasn't in the position from time all of those coming been going on.
Let me tell you how he's aware.
Yeah.
The Prime Minister elect a certain selective people to serve. Notice them. Refined, young, looking innocent, well-spoken, educated. They train them for these purposes. And they put them and they have them there as puppet. If you listen to Nigel Clark, some people may wonder and say, oh my God, I feel sorry for him and stuff. No, that's the snake. He was trained for that purpose. Because
it was so calm and he was more aggressive. You didn't even give him a chance to answer your question. Then you just bombard him with question after question after question. You didn't even give him a chance to talk. That was more like a bullying instead of an interview.
No, it wasn't a bullying. He got many chances. Go back and listen. He got many chances to answer the question. But when I start drilling him, what you hear, where he never get the chance to answer because he chose not to answer and he was doing his investigation. So he went silent. That's what happened. But the question was already brought to him long before and he's just beating around the bush and he laughed. If you go back and listen, when I said to him, he realized he put his foot in his mouth. When he said, oh, I'm not aware. And I said, you're sure you weren't aware of anything? The $3 billion. No, I wasn't aware. And then he started talking because remember, he's speaking not knowing that he's being recorded. That's right. So if you notice, if you go back and listen when he said, no, I couldn't have known because you seen both money get out from 2018 and it's 10 years now. When he said that 10 years, he realized he put his foot in his mouth. He said something that he was not supposed to say. And then he said, anyway, I'm here to talk to you about the liable. And I said, no, Dr. Clark, hold on. The fact that you know that is 10 years is the fact that you have awareness during your tenure. And the laugh, go back and listen. You hear the laughter. When you catch somebody in a lie, they either laugh or cry. You can hear that laughter in Dr. Clark knife when he said, what? No, what are you talking about? You're twisting me up. No. Go back and listen. So it's not a matter of he was playing games. He didn't want to answer the questions. He's going around. And then one of the time he's speaking and I'm like, I said to him, I don't know if it's genuinity or acting, but you sound very sincere, like you're looking for change. And he sound like his hand, he would want to do something for the people, but something, a bigger force is over him head. But then I test him by asking him, do you think the country is going in the right direction? And he immediately say yes. I know it's full of bullshit. Because how can the country go in the right direction when the public hospital sometimes days, weeks without light, without water? If your parents or anybody should sick and to admit in there, if you don't bring a bed sheet, you don't get a sheet to sleep on. If you get a bed, sometimes you have to sit on chairs, in wheelchairs, sleep on floor. Water flooding all over the place. How is the country going in the right direction? A little 3-year-old child just go to school and the book list is 32. What a 3-year-old child doing with book list with 32? How is that possible, the country going in the right direction? And people been crying out and, oh, no, first of all, he lied that international investigators are here. Now, let me tell you something. And Rapper, you're supposed to know this. All these years of England. If international investigator was here, what's going on at SSL now could have never been going on. Because when the feds them take up a case, a crime scene is a crime scene. If anybody is there, then the crime scene is being tampered with. So you don't tell me that an investigation is going on, and in order for the investigation to go on, you need to pay the workers for the investigation is going on. That's bullshit. If there is an investigation going on, that place should be closed down. You don't need continue machine to be running, as Andrew only said, we need the workers to continue make the machine going to do the investigation. That's bullshit. They're wiping out the evidence. Andrew Holness was an investor in SSL. No, Andrew Holness is not just any man. He is the man, the prime minister. Now, if me and you or any normal citizen have such money and going to invest it in a firm, you're going to do a thorough investigation to find out if them are fraud, who run it, and so on and so forth. So imagine a man like Andrew Holness. He must have done his investigation, know what's going on with that company before he had entered it. And the fact that he came out just 2018, and after he came out, there's an investigation going on. What was the reason why the prime minister came out of SSL? Those are questions that journalists need to ask them and stop being sucked up to them and in the pocket. Because I could have, if I've asked Nigel Clark for $10,000 US, I would have gotten it. So those who talking about views, yes, I choose the views over the money. Dr. Nigel Clark never want this the recording come out. He never want. Why is everybody asks themselves and been asking themselves, why is it? And that's why people can't believe that it's really Nigel Clark apologizing and begging and pleading. Why? Because of the dirt and the information. Because everything that I spoke, he know deep down his heart. It is factual. I could have keep it and take money from them. I choose to come out to the people. It's time people see and know. And as I say, I'm not campaigning for no LGBT thing because I'm good with Jamaica and the law what they have.
No, but somebody just comment and ask how much the how much PMP are paying you?
PNP are paying me?
Yeah,
Hey,
somebody
let me tell you
because
something.
basically you attack against the labor right, so them want to know how much
No,
your position.
hold on. It's a sequence. It's called series. Let me tell you something. The PNP party no safe. This is not no political agenda. PNP now pay me. I could have get it from Nigel Clark. I could have gotten it from Nigel Clark. No PNP and them not safe. Don't feel like enough. No feel like enough, as I no call them swimmers. No feel like enough swimmers in the PNP party. These are who no elect. And them go around and them play and do these things and manipulate. And what they're doing now is just blatant disrespect to the people. Them abuse them authority.
So basically, right about now, it seems like the boy, you have start your own mission to take it to the whole politician sector. You understand? From left to right. And expose everybody on a different level.
Everybody, put it right out there. Because everybody take people for fool. And I use dictatorship around the country. That's what's happening. You have to bring, come on. We are citizens and we elect them to serve. Serve. Meaning they work for us. We are their bosses. We pay them with our taxpayers' dollars. Now look, they went in our money without coming to us, the public, and ask if they can get a raise. And took not a 100%, not a 200%, a 300% raise increase. Okay? They said they need the money. It's because they work hard and they need to do a better job. Hold on. If they're getting so much raise increase out of taxpayers' money, why is it 2,200 and odd teachers resign and left the country? Why is the hospital in the situation it is? Why inflation so high in the country? Why people are crying and suffer?
And next thing again, so over 17 years now, the same in general, you left Jamaica about 15 years and you stop link with some of them about 2 years. So why take you so long for this type of out them?
It's the time. And if you look at what's going on
why
now.
Why is it the time? How is it? What makes now the time?
Okay. When things like with what going on in Jamaica now.
Yeah.
And people crying out, and then you're gonna turn on $3 billion come out of the country, out of investment firm. And then you're gonna turn around when all those workers are supposed to be summons, and whenever time for court they're supposed to report, have to report. If the passport for seize and tell them don't go nowhere because they're under investment, they're gonna need to be testifying. That's what should be happening. Not to stay into the work, into the job, and then ask citizens to pay a private firm. Now those things are bullshit. And if people, you have a lot of people who are not educated enough to understand these things and they think it's cool, but it's wrong. And they push, I notice they're pushing this dunce thing. Because if you continue telling people, so them dunce, you know. And even if you see, even when you know you're educated and bright and you have your significant other tell you say you don't, you start believing. So they're pushing this dunce thing, and this is what because and they continue stepping on the people while they're wrecking Jamaica. And if things like these don't come out,
one could argue that is the artist that push the dunce thing.
Artist that push the dunce thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there, you know, because I'm waiting for them to come. But the artist them, yes, the artist them push the dance thing. But where you think the artist them, where you think the campaign is coming from? Where you think the campaign is coming from? The campaign is coming from the hierarchies. And the hierarchies are push it.
But why?
The artists are just the mouthpiece. So they can wreck the country. The ports, Jamaica don't control the ports. It's Chinese control the ports. Years ago in the 80s, growing up as a child, I remember when the patty thing came out and they were eating making dogs with patty. In the 80s when they find out hundreds of them had was to flee. Now I see people recording video with a Chinese in Jamaica killing a dog, gutting it and cooking it. What have we become? We only little. Where is the talawa in us? Because that color in us is mean that we don't put up to certain things. We don't put up to foolishness. We stand up against politicians. We can't have the country going like this. And it's the time. It's the time. It's the Aquarius season, and it's just the right time. And if you listen to the conversation, the last half of the conversation, I honestly plead from the heart with Dr. Nigel Clark, go and recant your state. When I tell him to go and recant his state, if he had done it the next day, because I wait 3 days before I put this out, if he had gone and recant because he said he was going to do something for the people, and he promised that he was going to do something for the people. So if he has gone and recant the statement, well, as bad as it sounds, maybe the secret would be safe with me.
But, and next thing, what about the part of the conversation that was missing? Because on the start of the third video, the one I just hear earlier on this live, you said some of the conversation did not record, or because it recorded and probably you didn't put it out. What was that about?
No, because when he called and I start cursing him out, the curse out, it couldn't go for public. That couldn't go for public knowledge. And I hung up the phone.
Well, me understand that probably the cursing part couldn't go on the radio, but on net, it could have gone on net. So why you didn't put it out on the net?
No, because that's what the split. I just never choose to put it out. Because you have to understand when you put out certain things, they ask you if it based on the content, if it have an indecent language, if it have such and such. So to avoid all of that, I just omit that out and I explain the reason. And the explanation is logic. If you look, I didn't have to explain much, but you know why I explained, because I know the question would come, because there was definitely a missing piece. That's why I explained what transpired. And if you notice the explanation when I said, I told him I can repeat myself over and over. I tell him in my word, I don't want to curse somebody out on your platform, because I know it go, yeah. But I tell him my Jamaican word about him mother, about him BC, I get him come from. You can't send you. I know who you is. I know who. All right. The reason why you hear back me repeating myself, because what was deleted, what was said where you all don't hear, the bad word and stuff, I had was to repeat myself for y'all ear to hear. When I say, oh, yes, and I was really explaining for the public, when not to him, when I'm saying, yes, Dr. Clark, you call me and you're going to tell me that, are you Dr. Jeremy Gordon? Are you this and that? That's why I did that.
Okay. Wow, that was a very deep one anyhow.
Any more question? Any
Well, maybe just at least the people can clear their mind, because those questions that you hear me ask was what most of the people was concerned about. You understand? So we ask them and we get them things they clear up. And as you say, you will continue. Even though earlier you say you're not campaigning, but it's kind of like a campaign, because you're campaigning for the people of Jamaica. Is it me saying?
I mean, I'm with the people. I choose listening now. And let me tell you, say I know these people. And I trust me, I'm waiting for somebody to come. I'm waiting, because if they ever deny, then more explore. I'm waiting for dare the deny, because the denier got energize me.
All right. So someone just comment and say, if you have so much information about all these people, why are you waiting until Saturday to speak? Why not speak now? Is it that you are trying to trump up viewership for your platform? Question.
Yes. Time. Yes. Everybody do it. Everybody do it.
So which one they can find you?
OBC Radio. The app is the app can be downloaded in your phone, your Play Store, and if you have a iOS device, an Apple phone, an iPhone, you can go in your App Store, type in OBC Radio. The app is there.
And also the YouTube channel.
Yes, Alexa. The YouTube channel are gonna be for second, because if you want to hear it first, then the radio station.
Okay, and what time on Saturday?
2 p.m. People tell me if I say 2 p.m. Jamaican time and not our time, so everybody will understand the difference. 2 p.m. Jamaican time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is US time, And I think that's what 5 p.m. rapper time.
Yeah, probably
3,
about that.
4, 5. No, 8,
About 7 my time.
8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 p.m. your time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, 6 hours ahead, 8 o'clock my time then.
Oh, you're 6 hours ahead?
Yeah, or 6 or 5. Sometimes I don't even know
No,
that time.
yeah, but we know why you're confused because you deal with American and Jamaican. You're 6 hours at Jamaican, but 5 at America.
And sometimes it depends on which part of America again, which state.
Yes,
So it's a bit mad.
yeah, that's true. Yes,
All
but
right,
that's
so
the people, and to be honest, it is Dr. Nigel Clark. If it amazed me, it amazed me too. Honestly to God, it amazed me too. So I understand the question. The people in question say, no, that's good, Nigel Clark. It was Dr. Nigel Clark. Even me myself, like it amazed me, but it also opened my eyes because guess what? Other journalists can do this, but they choose not to because they're in the pockets. That's just it.
Understandable. But you see again still why is this because she just calls so casual, you understand? But people must remember say when in call to ask you to remove a post. Basically him call to threaten you to remove the post.
Yes.
You understand? If they will take action against it. You understand? So he didn't even know it was being recorded at that point. But when I go ask you about the part then about you clarify it perfectly. Where you say politician lie? So you won't feel no way. And God now go see you.
And which one the person with the right ear so no one never lie yet put up them right type and say them never lie. Because it would be the first lie. Yeah, politics what they deal with. And it's a good thing it was being recorded because based on where the conversation went. Now imagine if this wasn't recorded. Me would have to sit down and worry about my life. If this
but you really pieces said them that petty, them would really take some body life just like that.
Hello. Andrew Olness, when I talk, I'm gonna leave this right here. So I'm not saying this alleged. I have a recording. There is a task force that prime ministers use for go around and dirt people. We all know the terms dirt. Andrew Olness sent out that task force for dirt Andre Stevenson. You hear what I say? Last year. Hello, listen to me. Last year, Andrew Olness sent out a task force for dirt Andre Stevenson when Andre Stevenson start with him name. And his wife name. Hold on. If you go back on my YouTube and go far down because when me and Andre Steven fall out, I spoke about this. Let me tell you how I knew about this.
Yeah.
Because now me have to explain for people understand.
Yes, man.
Andre Stevens' business partner have close connection, Jesus Christ, with the force. Them have whole heap of police friend, whole heap of police link. Let's say this. One of the man them from the task force, the dirt task force, reach out to Andre Stevens' partner, alt up him vice, and let him know, say, boy, him no want this gun away, right here and whatever, and please, me, I beg you no, tell him to be careful because the man say him to get dirt. Him to take him away. The recording, me played for me something when me and him fall out. Now, why I've gotten knowledge to this? Wayne Forbes, when him and him argue now, know about this because it was a conference call with Wayne Forbes, myself, and Andre Stevens' partner. Because we start with our LLC and signed up to fund so they could collect donation to fund his street people feeding that he was doing.
Yeah.
But I wanted to structure it where they could get a website and we start a foundation and stuff because I'm in America and using my business with it. IRS are going to come check up on me for money and all those stuff, accountable and stuff. So I let them know, set it this way so everything can be under, you know. But he got caught up in the views and the numbers, and I would see him go out and talk about, 10,000, 5,000 views. And I would talk to him about things and draft him up about certain things, and he didn't like it. And whenever he go out and talk, he talk about himself, and it's just him and him doing this and him do that. So everybody else was scared to speak to him about it. So I spoke to Wayne and his partner, and we all agreed that we would be the one to like draft him up and guide him in a better way, let him know, so instead of coming out with them white mouth can and them something. This is from last year before him blow up big.
Yeah.
Those who are follow will know that is factual I'm talking about. So the guy said to us, boy, I don't know how that's gonna possibly, you know, because Andre out of control and him can't be tamed. This is his business partner. And him said, look at this. Man not even can make Andre know this. I'm gonna have this. A man tell me this from last week. I'm not even can make Andre, because if I make Andre know this, him gonna blow it up. However, me blow it up because me and him they fall out. And it's a good thing me they blow it up then. So because you asking me now if me know how petty them is, and when me tell you say me know how corrupt them is, me know. Me not talk about second party knowledge.
But no, but for the level, we really don't have no proof, because anybody can call you and pretend to be anybody and say anything. You understand?
Well,
There's no solid proof.
Well, guess what? The voice note and everything is there. Them can do this forensic when it come, because when me a lead final, if them ever ramp with me, no, it's an international investigation I got last from Jamaica. You hear them talk about international investigation in Jamaica. That's a lie. Let me tell you why no international investigation not going on in Jamaica. First of all, America is upset right now because too much Chinese are do business in Jamaica. So if them ever get the chance to do any form of investigation, remember say for years Jamaica not chop the line. The big embassy with them bill $1 billion is not to beautify Jamaica. And when Obama come in a power and find out say $150 million come to Jamaica every day, when him just come in a power and him launch an investigation to find out and him realize that the line I get chopped. So $3 billion, and Obama wasn't no finance minister, I'm a president, and him notice it. So $3 billion when you have the budget, you know, sister, that come out. Bullshit. Them tell people for fool.
So hold on now. So you are not afraid, like, oh no, you are expose them for every level, right?
No,
you
no, me not have no fear.
Every level, you know, as some level where they don't want.
Let me tell you.
Come out, you know, remember.
Let me tell you why I'm not afraid.
Let me tell you. You not afraid.
Let me ask you something. You afraid of your woman where you fuck?
No.
Okay. Me dick in enough of them mouth and them and me I go take it out.
Jesus Christ.
Anything else?
The struggle is real. The crocodile tail.
Go on and lead rapper. Anybody else have any question want to ask? Anybody else doubt anything?
Anybody else have any question?
Prepare for an awakening. Why you not believe? Let me tell you, come on, man. Hey, oi. Anybody at all talk nothing about Anjo, get checked. You don't think if them something I would have lied, public would have come out and thing and I noticed this person with that whatever and the connection rare. I dare you. I dare you.
Well, you attack strong, so it seems like you must know you attack. It seems like you
why
know
you
attack because you attack strong.
Why you think Dr. Nigel Clark wanted to worship at my feet? When me make him know who me is, him sorry him they ever ask and try to find out. Because he never know who him a talk to. That's why people can't believe says Nigel Clark. Them quiet right now. The other day about them go keep hold on another bombshell. When you ready? I don't want PP break. Hold it. The other day, Andrew Holness keep one Obia ceremony and call it gospel concert.
Obia.
One Obia ceremony. Yes, sacrifice ceremony. Let me tell you who was the Obia man there. Kukudu. Let me tell you who is Kukudu. Kukudu is the reason why I left. That was the final straw for me to leave Jamaica. 2009, Kukudu, I want open homosexual, and every gay person in a Jamaica and across the world, we are Jamaican, no say Kukudu a open gay when it comes to the gay community in Jamaica. Kukudu a open gay man. Now, I've met Kukudu over Commodore in a Linstead through some other friend from England. Through one very prominent person, celebrity from Jamaica. I won't call her name. And we used to chill, hang out and stuff, go over, drink, because his close friend and I used to rap and so talk, talk and thing. Not as in a friend. No, in June 2009, I take a trip to the US. And I was with this boy, and I left him there in Jamaica. I spent actually 2 months. And on my birthday, on the 9th of July, based on conversation over the phone and not picking up and stuff, and in fact, my dog even to give birth, we never know she's pregnant. I said something happened, and I suspected that he cheated. So when I went back to Jamaica on the 31st of August, I know say something, me know say the touch, me know say something missing. And as me telling you, say, I always have this investigation thing in me, me always have. So from August up until November, I continue dig till me finally get it out and admit, say, yes, he cheated on my birthday. Just like how me the suspect. Now, the bombshell with who? Kukudu. Now, I know that Kukudu used to live over, at the time he used to live over somewhere off Old Harbour Road. If I Twickenham Village or Twickenham, one of them places scheme will build up over the side there. But he had moved from the front scheme to the other side, and I didn't know why. And I can tell you now, really and truly, the reason why I want to know where Kukudu did live for Buckle Booming place. Because I'm known in a job, me known. Anybody me with, your honor can cheat one time because me fight for what's mine. Or me blind for what's mine. But it happened that I just, you know what?
People be careful what you guys are putting in the comment
and
section. I don't want to get shadow ban more than I'm shadow ban already. So be careful of the words I'm not putting in the comment section.
I left and I put I decided for migrated, and I left 2000 I left the November that year and migrated. Yeah. So when you see, it just goes for sure. The people them that the Prime Minister have around him, the pattern, who did up on the stage, I preach like pastor. And no, pastor, Kuku do a big up your man. If you think right, Jesus, you think RT, you think RT, nobody not catch that. You think RT a big up your man, a Kuku do a big up your man. Yeah. When in the hear people talk, say, when in the hear Jamaican have a thing and say, I will go F the monkey and F you up. Yes, he's one of the monkey. And the Obia man and the Obia woman are the monkey. Majority of the Obia man, them are the batty man, them are Jamaica. Me learn that when me start out in a Jamaica and go around, me realize them have this thing with them called table. Where them keep and them party and them sacrifice lamb and them something. Them love it. Yeah.
What's the sacrifice for? What's the sacrifice for?
You would have to ask them. Come never go to them table. I stay far from them table. But all of they trust me, they Obia man them and so. You notice?
Are they large or Freemason? Are they large or Freemason?
No, just Obia man. You have some way really like spiritually and do some things like really do. Like we cut and clear certain things and stuff. But everybody look money and the world wicked. Why you think Andrew Holness they want to legalize Obia? Why you think few years ago they talk about it? Why you think Robert?
They want to collect tax.
Collect tax off Obia. Because how him know so much about Obia if he want collect tax about it? How him know so much money in Obia?
Well, every Jamaican knows the money in Obia. You understand?
And every Jamaican know.
How?
And every Jamaican know.
Most Jamaican know because
It come out blatant now.
I'm not secret. That's something where people talk about the right truth. I'm not secret.
Yeah, that man said come out blatant right now. It out blight right now. No. But everything I may attack a facts. Yeah, no fear.
So somebody asked if you know of the acquaintance between the Prime Minister and Kevin Smith.
This una plan to keep me here a long time, man.
People, all of them say that this came up and rap yasa.
Come on, man. It's very obvious. People, come on, I know I'm not naive. Me, all right, even if I'm not naive before when I have a little doubt, you know, some suspect, no, something not right. Come on, man, when I hear the conversation with Dr. Nigel Clark, that's when I still amazed and say, oh, no, man, big bad. No, because they know so them secret is about to explode. You see, when I get Bringle upon him, and him say, oh, no, please, I'm sorry, no. Because him say, I know you're a man that you have people have been hypocritical, they practice certain lifestyle and not until him know what me I talk about, him close with them.
Jaja. So from your knowledge, you think that Kevin is alive or you think him passed away?
Well, I don't know if Kevin is alive or dead, you know. But I know the whole of them was involved. Both PNP and JLP they involved in a Kevin. And a long time with Kevin because Kevin are from Peter King days. Kevin are from Peter King days. It's just that them never released the tape. I know me upon the tape.
Well, people want to know, say one time you come start, they make sure you don't find yourself of an OBS radio, you understand? When you know, say we have a bag of things here over there. So make sure you go download the app and the app store. OBC, what
I tell them.
OBS. OBC radio.
OBC radio. The O stand for Olankwan. The B is Broadcasting Corporation. OBC. I know you alone say OBS. I know you alone say OBS. I don't know why. Yes, but that's where it is. And trust me, it's not stop. And I'm not worrying. I'm not honestly, I have no fear. This is something I'm gonna think about before it happens. And it guess what? It just dropped right in it's just I'm gonna tell you, it's just the time because it just dropped. He picked up the phone and called. And it's a good thing it was been recording because look where the conversation went. Remember, he called me telling me that it's libelous and Ray and whatever. And I know who these people is. No, it might. All right. Let me tell you something. If there was any, why Nigel Clark called me? And if this any libelous, why somebody from the Ministry of Justice didn't call? Why somebody from the ministry? It's to show the corrupt them is because him thinking him so big, bad and bold. And him having money. Because remember, you know, when you have money, you have power.
Sure.
But to me not look upon them so because them are lick and not. Come on, man. I know them, man. I know them personally. So I not look upon them the way I look upon them. I worship them as leader. I look upon them as, I don't want to use the word, but them love when I use it. Call me up. I don't like to use the word. But they love force it out on me. Call me up. Slap me up and call me up. Yeah. They love these things because they want give them too much egoistic boost, so sometimes they want to come down to the dirt where them belong.
Somebody has said, boy, them not believe not until them to solid facts or solid proof.
Well, I don't know what kind of solid facts and what kind. Well, okay. Ask what kind of solid facts? What kind of solid facts in regards to what?
Because to all of them, allegation them we just make.
Look at the
But
pattern.
People, as you say,
why? Okay, why is it? Is the people them? I ask them question and them don't come out. You think them don't hear? You think them don't know? You know, me telling us Sunday, it was a big meeting. And everybody I wonder who's Dr. Jermaine Garden. And them come to Nigel and dep on Nigel. Why you take up the phone and call and Ray? And he's like, isn't this something we always do? And nobody know who was Dr. Jermaine Garden. So that's why I come because it's Orlando them know me by.
Probably it's because it has never been recorded before. But this is the first time I actually see an MP pick up them phone and just call somebody random to remove a post, you know. Or probably because it hasn't been recorded before.
No,
This
man,
is the first time I actually see it.
No, me hear a whole heap of people them call, man. But guess what? People, and I am at an advantage because I'm out of Jamaica. Whole heap of people that come out and talk about a lot of things, but them now have nowhere to go. Them there in a Jamaica, and them know the corruption of what's going on.
Jaja.
Let me ask you something. Am me mad? Or my mother would have said, God bless her soul, me drink mad put piss for just get up and start tell lie upon them dangerous lie upon big people? As some would a fool? You know, someone sit down cool.
You want clothes, or a so you really want clothes.
Sure. I don't want to click through this, but I will post it. You want to see it. As I said, 59 countries. 59 countries are tuning to us before this come out. I posted like week ago before even this come out. So I never worry about this. But me not tell a lie. This come out and it drop. I'm gonna realize everybody I run with it. And yes, I appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie. Me appreciate it. So me not gonna sit down and talk like say.
Well, for different channel. All about was social media.
Yeah.
So just me alone post it. It's all over there.
If
anyone would like to call in and ask a question, you can do so. You understand? Because I've just post the link. So you can do so. So now if you type everything to me ask, you guys can do so.
Mm-hmm.
I understand.
Anybody have any one call, feel free 1-800-944-2166. Listen to the extension and press the number to want to go. Our WhatsApp 1347-818-7604. Or through the app. Through the app, you can message and text and talk to any DJ or host on the radio.
Nishaka said, I am missing the point.
What's the point? Which point she missing? Maybe because it in a one our leader them out. No disrespect to you, Nisha. That was just for laughter.
Struggle is real. Anyway, Dr. Jeremy and Garden, pick up yourself and thanks for I'm doing this interview. You understand?
Bless up yourself. This is just for wait. This is just for one individual. Come, I know you watch. I know you grieve. I know you're gonna comment some little something right now. But big up yourself, Mr. Jealousy. Big up yourself. You know how we are. You know yourself. Oh Jesus.
Venice, I asked that question earlier. Why now and why never come before? But when me actually make you answer, I leave the answer already. She said, why now?
No, because adjust the time, man. Adjust the time. Honestly, I write the article for talk about, because I mean I'm a journalist. I have a broadcasting channel, so I write article and stuff going on. For him to pick up the phone now from Jamaica, for call me and tell me, say, oh, look how much people write things around the world about politicians and stuff, but it just show the conquer attitude and bullyism in them, and them think. And guess what? In fact, when he called, he thought I was in Jamaica.
Someone is asking for you to repeat the number.
1-800-944-2166. 1-800-944-2166. Or WhatsApp 1347-818-7604. Or just text us from any social media platform. There's somebody there always to reply.
Gotcha. All right, my boy.
Yeah.
Blessings and respect for the interview. And keep fighting the fight for the good people of Jamaica.
And I know that a whole heap of young ghetto youth right now, I watch this and see it and know say Una one of them. Because let me tell you what, I never know say Patrick kill a man until recently. And a long time it gone. Now me I look at that man. In fact, the man last name is German. Them call him Gully. And a Gully me come from. Now, just like how he used to be at Patrick Place working, and me used to be at Patrick Place, have him working, if you not get my drift. For those who not get it and miss it, me have him a jolly with him out. Now, if me there in place working, and me leave and come America, just like how the gardener left and migrated, work his ass off, and send him money go get Patrick Bailey for buy him house. And the man take him money. So you know, whole heap of secret they go bust out and them kill him. It could have happened to me. Because I'm close with them and me could have make money and I say, all right. You know much, I want to tell you, say, you know much people me link up. You know much people me link at Jamaica we have in a history and I say, yo, link Patrick. A good lie and just make them know say Orlando. So if it was an intention to have a bill in Jamaica, him would have sent the money to. So that could have been me. And him not arrested and charged on the DPP. Him lose him license. But that's not what him lose him license for. Him lose him license because him rob up client money. One of the clients are the one we dead. So I know him not get arrested and charged and a man dead in a house with multiple gunshot wound. Hear me, sorry, multiple stab wound and one gunshot. And you never hear you say you was sleeping. Now where you the attack? Come like where you normally have in your better you come and tell us what you normally have in your mouth in your 2 ears and caught them. And that you couldn't sleep through it. Because it would have got in out. And these are the people with their own and them take people for fool. Now, if somebody else, if it is just alleged in our community that somebody, you rap a name call, just say, oh, in the dead place, they would arrest you quick. That happened in him house. In him house. And the DPP there, and an oversee, she's supposed to come out long time because she first of all, her age limit based on the constitution law Jamaica, she's not supposed to be overseen as DPP. And the amount of year it have expired, and based on the constitution law, she's not supposed to work as DPP. So she have violated the very same law. So only per case where she have passed and a sentence, man go to prison. All of them, if people get up and write petition and put them out, them have to be null and void, whether you're guilty or not. Because she not supposed to be DPP. Her time has expired. And people don't know these things.
Jano.
So Saturday me I wake up people, give them the reason, the evidence and what, and explain how.
Alright, so
and also
people,
I will be interviewing. I'll be interviewing because I sent a letter because in the conversation I had with him, he said that he opened for a proper interview. And in fact, when I told him about the numbers, the 59 countries around the world, he said, oh, maybe you can interview me, even after everything. So how is it the Minister of Finance still hoping that dialogue and people out here want to come argue with me about it? What reason could it possibly be? So I sent a letter to Andrew Olness via his WhatsApp. I send an invitation letter to Mark Golin via his WhatsApp. And one to James Patterson, who is the leader of the UIC, via his WhatsApp. James Patterson responded and will be on air for an interview. I've yet to hear from Mr. Holness or Nigel. Oh, I also send one to Nigel too, and Mark Golin. And neither of them have looked on the message because when you look on the message, the WhatsApp message, you see it highlight. Yeah. However, I've called Prime Minister Holness Sunday, and the phone ring and they declined the call. And I know that was when the meeting was going on. That's why I called. I also called yesterday Mark Golden,
and he declined the call. The reason why I call them because I want them to realize that there's a message in the inbox so they could see. Because sometimes if you don't have the number, then you won't see that something or whatever. Or maybe they can have a WhatsApp that you view it and you don't see that you view it or whatever. But after I spoke to Dr. Nigel Clark and he said we can save his number, I didn't save his number until 2 days after. 3 days after when the thing was gonna publish. And when I save his number, I text him and let him know that I just saved his number. And he said, yes, he's looking forward for the other interview. But since I sent the thing, I've not seen it. They have not looked at the thing yet. So I know there's hell popping a yard right now.
I got the problem.
That's what Sashi would have said, problem.
Jaja. All right. We're about to close the show right there, stuff. So once again, people, you don't know, you can join the radio station on Saturday 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. Jamaica time or America time.
2 p.m. Jamaican time, 3 p.m. American
2 p.m.
time.
Jamaican time. That's BC Radio. You can download the app. There's going to be an atomic bombshell I going to drop. So I think you guys should check it out. Or you can wait on the YouTube channel as well, OBC. You see me I say? Right there, so. Yes, man. So, Dr. Jermaine, blessings on your journey. You understand?
All right, then, sir.
All
yes,
right.
people, and we appreciate you. And come on, people, we need to take back Jamaica. We need to take back Jamaica. Really, we need to take back Jamaica. That's all it's for. And with the comments, let me tell you what push it. When I wake up day before yesterday and I read the comments, oh my God, tears came to my eyes. People been wanting an awakening and looking for change and somebody for lead. And there's a lot of appreciation that's pouring out, and I'm gratefully accepting it. And what I'm not gonna do, cried out, what I call it? I'm not gonna get carried away and start coming and telling lies just for content like other people do. Because trust me, people always tell me that I should write a book. And you know what's so funny? It wasn't a radio station who was opening, you know. It's a television. OBC TV. Yes. OBC TV.
Okay.
But we had given ourselves a certain amount of months because the TV was gonna be on Roku. But then the amount of content that it would bring to put it up, I'm like, okay, no. But when I license both for radio and television, TV. And you know, sir, I was on RT live one time, and them look for me and I hear my talk some people, and I'm like, I question him and I'm like, then this is true. And he was like, then when them say you're funny and them something they are true, but me like, yeah, that I wasn't hiding that, so that's not like you read me. But him, he was there and him say, you look like a radio man. And them time I never have no interest in a radio. He say, you look like a radio. Yeah, say, you look like a radio man. And some things I'm saying, everything I'm saying himself for real. So I mean, I know, but yeah. The radio there.
You still don't know if you read.
No, I'm not lie because
a coincidence, man. It's a good coincidence.
Well, he make a lot of coincidence. That's what I can say. He make a lot of coincidence.
Well, a good coincidence.
Jaja. Yeah, but big up yourself, rapper, and people. Big up yourself. And if you need wake up, trust me, wake up. Stop make politicians have way as fool. And we elect them for serve, and we pay them by our tax money. What them do is wrong, and for turn on about this and try and make it they come with like a nice talk and sweet talk and the journalists about Jamaica on need for stop, man. Come on, man. Stop. Be for the people, them, man. That's what journalism is all about.
Mary, me not leave so quick. It's been we've been on live literally for 2 hours now. Understand? So it's not leaving quick. We've been on live for 2 hours.
It's sweet them, man.
I don't say don't mind with your one extra hour, but as I say, only does Saturday.
Trust me, I will it. Hey, trust and believe. I will
it. The number one more time, then still ask the number.
1-800-944-2166 or WhatsApp 1347-818-7604. Or you can go and text. You can go on Google, look for OBC Radio, send a text message there. You have people who will respond to you. You can go on the Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, send a message. You have people that will respond to you. And in fact, when you ask certain questions like how I can listen to the radio station or certain the fact check, come and put up those for you. The website is down, crash. I don't want to say. No, let me not say it because it's debugging it one. The traffic that's coming to the website, it crashed. So normally I would say come to the website, you can listen from there. But we have the people working on it right now for put it up back. Yes, and for those, as I said, for those who don't have enough space on the phone and want to listen to the radio, just send me a message and I will send you a link where you can listen directly. But the link is just gonna be a black screen like the back of this. And a play button. However, the app, you can see the schedule, you see which DJ is coming up, who is on. You can request music from the app. You can send message to the DJ or the radio host that's on. You can shout out to your friend and family, from the app. And the app is free.
That's number.
And there's a lot. Trust me. And don't for the person, let me just re-edify your brain and put you off from worries. It's not just the JLP party, and I'm not campaigning for the People's National Party because I can say publicly that I don't feel that Mark Golding is ready. So I don't think they are campaign. That's not what it is. It's just for people, for us people to get wise and see what's going on and stop allowing them to use us. They're not even hide anymore. So if them not hide, why me for have all them secret? I not get no benefit or nothing from them. Not that I want a benefit or nothing from them, and them I take people and me always a step on people. Why not just expose them? That's something look at it. And when I realize my journey that has been going on through life, everything when I go through and see, it was for this purpose. It just fit right in. Because trust me, on and on, if you think energize a battery, have information. Hey.
Catherine, big up.
Anyway, bless upon yourself, people.
All right, man. Bless you.
Yeah.
Yes, my beautiful people. That was Dr. Jermaine Garden, Jano, with the T, my crocodile tail, Jaja. Why we get a whole heap of information this night. On my side, people, you understand? Me put out my disclaimer. You understand? I was just a listener. So, all right, they said it. But people, big up on yourself and thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for taking the time out and listen as well. You understand, at least you have the information so you can make your own mind up. All right, this is the ball game there. Nothing is forced on you. You see me, I say you can just listen and think how you feel about the situation. If you join the live late, you can also watch from the playback. You see me, I say from me play part 3 of the interview with Dr. Nigel Clark. So you can see it from there until I introduce Dr. Jermaine Garden to the live. You understand? So peeps, love and respect and thank you guys very much. Big up on yourself. Now at 10 o'clock, I need to run go in the kitchen. I need to go season up piece of chicken back. And I need to go cut up one bungler callaloo. Yeah, some fried chicken back steamed down with callaloo. Go over the Carpenters TV channel. You will see those videos over Carpenters TV channel. You understand? Yeah. If you're on Facebook, you don't know, so go and check out Rapper Crapper Travel and Adventure page. Right there, so. Jamaican, big up yourself, you know. You understand? Yeah, man. Venice, big up yourself. Catherine, big up yourself. Well, for love and respect. Right there, so. Gion, yeah, man, late night boat, man. A late night boat. As me move the one go me case to car. French in the most long coming from our car. I don't watch Jump asleep. before the boat dock. You understand? Oh my days. Shit, the shop lock coming on a banana. Joking then. Oh my days, me need to remember say me need to go to shop to get some banana. You understand, right? Get us steak badness. Get us the acceptance. But me need to remember some. Okay, then we can get it 24-hour shop go get some cassava. Piece of sweet potato. And probably piece of green plant. January star. Clarendon in a New York, big up yourself now. Yeah, man, me go hurry now, man. Me go hurry. Jaja. Alright, people. Love and respect. Big up on yourself. Zin. Have a Vic. Blessings as well, too.